Hello. Come on in. You must be my 1 o'clock appointment. Alright, well you can have a seat right there. And what brings you in today? Something in your eye? Yeah, I can see it's quite red in your left eye. Okay. Can definitely take a look at that for you. So tell me, how long have you been experiencing the pain? Okay. So about 24 hours. And can you tell me exactly what your symptoms have been? Discomfort, burning, watery eyes, red eye, definitely, I can see that. And then what about any itching or sensitivity? Both. Did you happen to have any kind of accident or have any idea what could be in there? Okay. And I'm assuming you already checked to see if it was just an eyelash. Do you wear contacts? Okay. And what have you done to relieve it? Just water. And that hasn't helped. Okay. And what is your work environment like? So you work in construction, which means it could likely just be some debris or dirt or something like that. Alright. Do you wear goggles when you're working? Okay. And then on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how bad is the pain right now? Okay, so about an 8. Alright, well I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm going to take a look for you and hopefully get that eye all cleared out. Let me first just put on some gloves. And then we will get started. So I just need you to move a bit closer for me. Perfect, I need your head right there. And I'm going to flash this light in your eye. It might be a little bit uncomfortable, but just try your best to keep looking where I say. So let me start looking at your left eye. And I'm going to be as gentle as possible. So just stay very still for me. And I'm going to ask you to look up. Okay, very good. And look left. Look to the right. And now look down for me. Okay. I'm going to take a look at your right eye for a moment too. That looks fine. I'm just going to gently feel around your eye. So just stay still for me. See, it's a little bit swollen. And does this hurt? A little bit, okay. tender. And just check this one too. If there is debris, I want to make sure it's not in both eyes. So just from looking at your eye, I definitely would like to flesh it out with some saline. And this won't hurt. It will probably actually feel very good. I'm going to have you tilt your head back, and I'm going to put in some drops that will hopefully just flesh it all out. And I'll need you to keep your eye open when you tilt your head back for me. And once I'm done, I just have a tissue to wipe your eye. Alright? So I'm going to do the first round of drops, and then after that, a second round. Alright? And I'm just going to do it on your left eye, since I'm not seeing anything in your right eye. Okay. Okay. So here are the drops. Just getting them ready. So if you don't mind, just tilt your head back for me now. And I'm going to put them in your eye. And just hold as still as possible for me. Okay. So I'm going to do it as quickly as I can. Alright, so on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Very good. Now just blink for me. And I'm going to just wipe your face. Okay. Very good. If you see some dirt came out, which is good, that's what we want. And how's it feeling? A little bit better, but maybe a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to move on to the second drop then. And this one is actually a saline with colored dye in it. It will actually help me identify if there's any remaining particles floating around in there. So this will be very helpful. Just want to make sure everything is cleared out. And for this one, I might actually put it in both eyes. Since you do work in construction, there could be some in your other eye and you don't know. So, head back again, please. Very good. And I'm going to just drop again. Very good. Okay. And blink for me. Good. And just hold still. Now let me just take a look in that eye. So, I'm not seeing anything else, which is good. It looks like everything was flushed out. And how's it feeling? Much better already. Okay, good. Like I said, I'm just going to put some of the colored drops in your other eye. just to make sure there's nothing in there. Okay. So, head back one more time. Very good. And you'll feel 2 drops. Good. And now I'm gonna wipe. Okay. And just blink for me. Good. Okay. And let me take a look in this eye. So no debris in this one. Good. That's what I expected, but again, I always want to just double check. So I'm assuming you just still have a little bit of tenderness in that eye. Yeah. And that's to be expected, especially since your eye sort of went through a little bit of trauma. So I expect by tomorrow will be better. But in the meantime, I am going to give you a brief eye check. Just want to make sure everything's working properly. And when's the last time you had an eye exam? Okay, well that's quite a long time. Do you ever wear glasses? Just when you're reading? I would suggest making an appointment soon just to have them checked out. But obviously, based on the exam I give you now, we can determine if there's anything of concern. So the first test is very simple. And it's just the eye chart. So I'm going to cover one of your eyes at a time, and I'm going to need you to read the lowest line that you can for me. Right? So let's start by covering your left eye. And can you read the lowest line that you can? Very good. And what about the one below? Very good. Now I'm going to move on to your right eye. And same thing. Lowest line that you can for me. Good. And then the one below. And then covering your right eye. So we're just going to use your left one. Can you tell me which circle is bigger? This one or this one? Good. Now this one or this one? Good. Okay. Just a brief colorblind check. Have you ever had any issues with color blindness? Okay, what about anybody in your family? Not that you know of. Alright. Then, looking directly at me, can you tell me what number you see in the middle? Very good. Just going to show you 2 more. Let's do this one. Same thing. What number do you see in the middle? Very good. And then the last one. I'll go with this one. Can you tell me the number? Very good. And did you struggle with determining any of those numbers? No? Okay. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Very, very good. Now back to my flashlight. Just a few other things I'd like to check. So first, just look directly at me again. Look at my nose. And just stay very still. And keep looking at my nose. Okay. So just keep looking at my nose. Alright. And your left eye only. Just gonna look one more time. So look up. And look down, left, and right. Okay. And now I would like you to just follow this light everywhere it goes. Alright? So, follow it wherever it goes. Very good. Try not to focus on anything but the light. Very good. And now, the last test. You've made it through. And are you feeling okay? Good. Well, this is an easy one. I'm going to have you cover one eye at a time. So, can you cover your right eye first? Then I'm going to have you look directly at my nose. And just tell me the number of fingers I'm holding up. Alright? Okay. Good. 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 Now the other eye. And same thing. Just tell me how many fingers I'm holding up. Good. 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 Perfect. And let's just take one last look at that eye. Now that it's been a few minutes, I see that it's watering a little bit, which is normal after that amount of drops. So let me just dab it for you again. Okay. And let me just look up close. Okay. Yeah, everything still looks very good. So let's write a plan of action for you. So there's really no need for a follow-up appointment unless your severe pain comes back. Now I'm going to have you put some saline drops in your eyes, specifically the one that was hurting. And I want you to do that, 3 times a day. And these saline drops are actually prescriptions, so what is your nearest pharmacy? Doesn't look like I have that. Which street is that on? Okay. So the drops are kind of like an antibiotic, and what they'll do is just protect against any infection, okay? And I'm assuming you have work tomorrow, right? Okay. So I am going to suggest that you wear some kind of goggles, at least when you are doing the work that involves a lot of debris, okay? We don't want this to happen again, and we want you to be safe. Eye surgery is not fun, so we don't want you to get any scratches or anything serious. And in the meantime, if you feel any more pain tonight or tomorrow during work, you can just take over-the-counter medicine, ibuprofen, Tylenol, whatever you have. And I'm going to take this script up to the front desk. And I'm going to have them call it in right away. So you might be able to pick it up on your way home. Alright? And was there anything else you needed today? Good. Well, I'm glad your eye is looking much, much better. I'm glad we were able to clear out the debris and the dirt, so I hope you follow my suggestion just to be safe. And if you need to do a follow-up eye appointment like I suggested, please feel free to come in. I know we did a short eye test today, but I'd like to test your eyes for other various things as well. You should go to the eye doctor once a year. Okay? So you have my contact information, and just check out at the front desk and give me a call if any symptoms come back. Okay? Alright. Well, go home and rest, and call me if you need anything. Have a great rest of your day.